metal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want $1,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, we get it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Yep. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's it, fellas. We got one. At their own 25-yard line.
Break.
54. My 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10-2 stop.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
From the 31, Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Now Gordon on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Leo. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. They'll run with Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
61, matchbox lights.
To throw again. Moore. Caught here by Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Block now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
High 7.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Orbit. Look at me. Zipper.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check back.
2nd and 14. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ward on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Ward. Gonna throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, watch the motion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Set up, 8, read.
You must be dreaming.
Ready.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, Sam off. Check. Oh.
Go.
Hey, Charlie.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Now watch run. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Yo. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
45.
Now Warren to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moore. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's locked. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man is Winfrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Locke to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Hey, watch that. Check right, 50. Go.
2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Moore. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Ward now to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down now. It's Lindsey looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got 3 down, 3 down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
44 to
Haywood.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They do go for it. It's locked. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Lock now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pratt. And he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Ward. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Second and long. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Right there. 54, right there, right there.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Echo. Thanks.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming. Mike 54.
Be friendly.
Ward throwing on third and long. Throw left side complete. It's Barnes. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
90, Wolf. Hey, high 7.
Check tight. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down, 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
And go. Interception, baby. All day.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready up.
54 is Mike.
Smooth.
54, watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mike's 54.
Now Ward on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing again. Ward. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the cover.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ward now. A final shot before break. And able to find Conley. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. But he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. To throw is Ward. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey. 56. Come on, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Locke. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This is brought in at the 21. Sheds off the tackle. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
Hey, zoom.
That's 22, my kid.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Go, go, go.
Now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Alpha.
Ward operating from the gun. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now it's Lindsey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
X3, 218, chop. Ready.
A give, running right, Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's put that team on the
On third down, it's Freeman. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
132 fighter.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 99.
On on second down, a run with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike spoke both. I got it. 44, Mike.
Hit it.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On first down, Locke. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsey there. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready. 8-3.
Here we go, D. All day, D.
Hey, exit. Yes.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You see me? They can't stop.
Hey, get it.
Locke working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Look, squeeze.
Tighten up.
Ready.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Sponge, bravo.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check. Lucky.
Locke again here on second and 10. This is the tight end Fant. That one good for 26 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second and 10, Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Moore. The open man is Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip right.
On second down, Armstead able to power through. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6.
Here's Ward. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Hey, five.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Gordon. And he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Got it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Moore. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ward now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He looked to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Lindsey. Room here to run. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Go. Mike.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. A.J. Boye on the cover.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
To throw is Ward. Throwing again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Denver, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take